camping outside the Mexican restaurant. But when we got there, we found that all they had was concrete parking lot. There was a vacant lot to the side of their building, but it looked like it was a little dicey and wouldn't be very secure. So we ended up coming up to the Hiker Oasis and camping here. They had one price for shower, laundry, camping, water, power. So we weren't too eager about paying that price because we'd already done most of that stuff in Acton, but we figured this was our best option. And they actually gave us a bit of a discount when we told them we weren't going to be doing any laundry or showering. So it's 6 in the morning, we're ready to head on down the trail. Ever since we left the Oasis, we've been walking on roads. They've still got us on roads for another half mile or so. We're back on real trail again after that. But about a 2 mile, well, probably about a 2 mile walk from the Oasis, but then we also walked on Agua Dulce roads yesterday coming into town, so probably close to 2.5 to 3 mile road walk through Agua Dulce. We hiked about 17 miles today, and it was hard miles because Linda's backpack is not cooperating. It hurts her back or it hurts her hip. She's actually getting a bone spur growing on one of her hips from the pressure on the pack. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. When we get to Tehachapi, we may rent a car and find the nearest REI and go see if we can look into getting her a new pack, but she's got to get there first, so it was a pretty miserable day for her. Anyway, we found this camping spot, and it's kind of tight, especially for this humongoloid tent that we have. So we actually, first time, did what's called a skinny pitch, which means we didn't flare out the vestibule on the one side so that it would fit in here, and we're both going to get in and out from the same side. So this was a new experience, but we're all snug and cozy in here and are going to make a good night of it. Here's our entrance, so it's really kind of private. Down here is the trail. And there's water just 1/10 of a mile or less down the trail, so that's very convenient. We're all packed up. It was a little tight in here with our tent. We had to skinny pitch it for the first time, but we made it work. But we're ready to hit the trail. Haven't taken too much video this morning because it's just been, I don't know, it looks similar to where we've been hiking before. So, but we're stopping for a short break, pack-off break here, and then we're going to go another hour to a Forest Service fire station where they've got water and I think some trash cans. I don't know if they have toilets or not, but we'll take our second breakfast there. But that's about an hour away, so we thought we would take a bit of a break here. Coming out to San Francisquito Road, I think it's called, and this fire station, which is where we're going to take our second breakfast. Really our first breakfast. This first breakfast consists of a bar or two. That's not really breakfast. We're at the fire station, about to leave. Didn't fulfill all of our wishes. But the main thing they had was water. Didn't have garbage, didn't have a bathroom. But it had a cool place to sit and some water. So, but we're ready to hit the trail again.
This was our water source this evening, or this afternoon.
But this is our site. It's a nice and roomy site, much different than yesterday. And behind there, there's an even roomier site, but we chose not to use that one this time. So this is where we'll be spending our night tonight. Heading out of camp, 6 o'clock, foggy morning. Kind of bundled up to keep ourselves warm. Got fog and wind up here. We're at about 4,400 feet. I didn't expect to wake up with fog. I guess I expected it to be down in the valleys below like it was the other day. But it's up here with us. We're walking through a poodle dog forest here. Poodle dog bush forest. Burned area. There's a lot of plants that look kind of like poodle dog bush, and far out there, we're told there's a bunch of poodle dog bush in a particular place, and yet when we get there, we don't think what we're seeing is poodle dog bush. So there's a lot of plants that I guess kind of look that way, but don't have the same irritating effect on the skin. So far, we seem to have been successful in identifying it and staying away. The fog is blowing away. This is a real poodle dog grove here. If I can get through it without touching any. We found this very nice little camp spot to have lunch, or second breakfast in, or first breakfast as I call it. This isn't even on far out, but someone cleared it out down here and has been camping down here. And it's just a little bit off the trail. Here's the official 500 mark.
Where's 500?
We never saw the 400 one, but here's 500. Little horny toad there, if you can see it. Blends in very well.
I have no idea why they lined the trail with these little wooden rails, which work really well for benches. We can't figure it out. However, I figure we might as well make good use of it and sit on it. So we decided just to sit a minute. That must be what they put them here for.
Sure. I often forget to record kind of the end of the day, so trying to improve on that. But we got water. Interesting arrangement for getting water, which we didn't record. And then we found this little spot, no trail to it, so I don't really know if it's a camp spot or not, but it was clear and our tent fit on it, so we found this little spot to spend the night at. It was a windy night, but our tent did fine. And so now we're packed up and ready to leave. We've got a beautiful sunrise. The trail this morning is taking us through all this meadow with green grass. Aren't there deer out here eating all this grass? What a beautiful area we're hiking through today. These meadows and trees. We're going to be doing a lot of descending in the next 3 miles. Probably 1,600 feet or so. All the elevation that we gained yesterday, we're losing today. Down, down, down. The good news is it's a cool morning and we're in the shade, so not at all unpleasant. The birds are singing. It's a beautiful morning to be out here. This is the worst kind of trail. You're kind of walking down a creek channel, and on either side it's slanty, so that can be difficult to walk on, and in the middle you got rough stuff, rocks, other things that just make it difficult to walk in there. You almost don't have anywhere to walk. Approaching Hikertown. Well, actually we're still 4 some miles away. But the landscape has gotten much drier than it was earlier this morning. Of course, one reason for that is that we're 1,800 to 2,000 feet lower than we were this morning. It's funny, we're still at 3,800 feet. That's 800 feet higher than Snoqualmie Pass, almost as high as Stevens Pass, and yet here it's kind of dry, arid desert. There it's forest. I guess that shows the difference that the latitude makes. We are nearing Hikertown. I can see it over there, kind of an Old West movie set hotel. We're not planning on staying here. We're not sure what we're going to do right now, to be honest. More later, I guess. We're entering Hikertown, which we hear is kind of a strange place. Hikertown seems to be kind of like an old Wild West movie set. It's actually a hostel on the PCT where you can camp, rent a room, take a shower. It has kind of a reputation. Not always the most savory of reputations, but this is the fence at Hikertown. Everybody is drying their stuff. I hope they can tell which pair of darn tough socks are theirs.
We are at the Aqueduct, beginning our walk along the Aqueduct.
This is the famous or infamous LA Aqueduct. It goes a long ways, I guess. I'm not sure exactly where all it goes, but as far as PCT hikers go, we're concerned with this, I don't know, 8-10 miles stretch. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. And it's kind of famous or infamous. Sometimes people make a party of it. They hike it at night, and they have these little glow stick things that they put together and wear as necklaces around their necks. We're not the partying type, so I guess we're not doing that.
There's another part of the aqueduct we'll get to that it's all in a big pipe, and we'll be hiking. Some people hike on the pipe. We'll be hiking to the side of the pipe.
Yeah. So it's evening time now. It's probably, what, 4 o'clock or so, so it's just not very hot. I've got a little bit of a breeze. We're going to find a place to camp here before too long, I think. And then we probably will get up earlier than normal and try to knock it out before the sun comes up or before the day gets too hot. But anyway, there it is, the LA Aqueduct. Out here along the aqueduct, we're seeing some coyotes. One over there near that trailer.
We're now beginning the aqueduct on the pipe.
We're seeing a lot of anthills on this road. Not sure why it's such an attractive spot, but it seems to be. We're back with our buddies, the Joshua trees, and we're going to be cowboy camping right here at their feet. We're on the aqueduct, partially out along it, and the wind has died down. It's not quite nearly as strong as it was. Maybe that'll stay that way all night. I don't know. But for now, this is where we're going to bed down for tonight.